Hello and welcome viewers, this is Wilderborn, you're with me on Let's Talk, and this evening we have a very young, super gorgeous Bollywood actress, Miss Cyndy Khojol with me.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Cyndy. Hello. Welcome to my show.
Thank you for having me here.
So first of all, let's begin with your journey. How's your journey from Mumbai to Karbi Anglong?
Well, it was very unexpected. So my sister has been living here for the last 1 year, and my mom is not feeling so well. So basically we've come here for to visit the family and just be together. And I really love this place. Actually, the people, they're amazing, and they're very friendly and nice, and I just love the place, the produce, especially the produce, the vegetables, the fruits. I'm sorry, this is a talk show, but I just have to say it. Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah. So how's the food of Karbi Anglong?
So far I haven't eaten anything outside yet, because as I said, I've come here to visit my mom, right? So I will be hoping to do so in the next few days, and I'm here for the next 1 week at least. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure I'll love it. I love anything that's natural, so yeah.
So for how many years you have been in Bollywood, and how many films you have done so far?
I have been in Bombay for more than 10 years. I started off as a model, and it was basically by chance that I got into acting. Basically, I thought that I could never really, act to save my life, right? So I have my mentor, who is very famous when it comes to advertising and theater. So he's my mentor. So I go to his place very often for some dinner parties or something or the other. So then one director, basically he's an American guy, so he's like, why don't you come for a reading? I said, I can't, I can't act. So he persisted for, I think, about 6 months. He asked me, you have to come for a reading. So finally I did, and I fell in love, the moment I did my first reading, I said, this is what I want to do, So then I started doing theater properly. And I never thought that I would get into films. Everything had been it looked like it had been planned for me by, God. Yeah, because once I started doing theater, I got a call for audition for films. And I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And then when I went, I got the parts. I said, maybe I should try this as well.
So tell us about the films you have worked on.
So the first film that I did was UTV Spot Boy. It was called Peter Gai Kamse, and it had Rajiv Khandelwal and Prashant Narayan. So it is about a drug mafia in Goa. It was very, very exciting because I play the bad girl,
Bad woman.
Yes. And so then the second one was Satkun Maaf. I did a very small role in that, but then I was just starting out, so I didn't mind. And then I did Khilari 786, which I don't know if you have watched, but it did pretty well in the box office.
Yeah.
And then after that I did one more with Anupam Kher, Omi Vedya, Chatur from 3 Idiots. You remember the guy?
Yeah, Chatur.
Yeah, the really funny guy. So he's also there, Ranveer Shori, Ahana Kumra. So it was like an ensemble cast, So it doesn't have a hero-heroine kind of, story or anything. So it was like a full-on comedy. So that is yet to come out. And then last year I had a release with Yash Raj that was called Caddy Band.
Caddy Band.
Yeah.
So last year.
Yeah, last year. And then this year I did one web series for Alt Balaji. That's for Ekta Kapoor. So that came out in February. Yeah. Was it Jan or Feb? Oh, I can't even remember.
It's okay. Yeah. So what's the hardest role you have ever played?
Well, I would say Caddy Band, the character that I played, because see, when you do comedy, is also very difficult because you have to really know the comic timing, and things have to flow, right? But here I have to, because my character is such that I have gone through so much of pain in my life that I lost everything, because the reason why I'm in jail is because of my loss, because I did something because of my loss, right? Which they didn't really, show in the film later, because my story was that I was married. He was a drunkard. He beats me up, and then I was pregnant and I had a miscarriage, you know. So that pain that I go through every day, you know, made me kill my husband, right? So like to get in that mindset of that pain, to emote that, you know, like you have to dig deep down inside to come up with like something that has happened in the past with you, to feel that connection of that loss, right? So when we have our rehearsals and everything, readings and all, like I have to get in that whole mindset, and by the end I just get so tired, you know, like of feeling that, you know. So yes, I would say like this was I mean the hardest in terms of like getting into character for me. Yeah.
So what's inspired you to be a model or an actor?
Well, I always love beautiful things.
That's great.
Yeah, beautiful things, beautiful colors, and so yeah, I was very attracted to the glamour industry. So I knew that even if I was not a model or an actress, I would have to do something like maybe a designer, or you know, like something to do with the glamour industry. So but acting chose me, so I'm very happy about it.
Who would be your dream crew?
My dream crew, as in terms of like the cast or like the crew members?
Cast, your co
The cast, yeah. So I have actually spoken about this in an interview, as I have actually quoted that Manoj Bajpayee is one of my favorite actors, and he happens to be a friend of mine as well. So like I've told him also like a couple of times that I would love to work with him, you know, before I die.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a wish, you know. So yeah, I would love to work with him. Amir Khan for sure.
Amir Khan.
Yeah,
Oh.
I really love, like, because he does a very different kind of, you know, like movie, like he's very authentic, you know. So I mean, I would love to, yeah, do something.
He's such a versatile actor.
Yeah, yeah, he is. And yeah, I would love to work in Hollywood films. Like, I hope he's listening to what I'm saying.
Of course he will.
Yeah, because you see, whatever said and done, like, you know, even though like, okay, you say that now Bollywood is changing, and we have, like, for example, like in Keddy Band, I'm playing a Naga girl, okay, from the Northeast, right? So you have like people incorporating like in the story about like people from the Northeast now, right? But there's not enough films like that, you know. So like we need more acceptance into the mainstream. So I'm hoping that you know, in the next few years, like things will be much more different. But Hollywood, yeah, because they have like such diverse, you know, like looks and roles, and like there's something for everyone, you know. So yeah.
So who is your role model?
My role model, I would say, okay, I've got so many. So basically, my role model would be my mother, okay, first, okay, because I know the kind of hardships that she has gone through, like to raise all three children, right? I mean, all of us, because my dad's not been keeping too well and stuff, you know. So I mean, she's my role model. She's a woman that I want to become someday. And yeah, I have another one, as I said, my mentor. He is 80 plus, okay, right now, okay, and he doesn't stop. He's still working. He is basically, he was voted as one of the biggest advertising gods in the last 100 years in India, okay. And then in theater, he's a living legend. He's worked with Kabir Bedi and like all the big names in theater, right? So I've worked with him as well. Like, I was very lucky. So when I worked with him also, like, he told me, he said like, darling, he called me up, he's like, listen, I have a role for you, but you come for the reading. If it doesn't fit you and if you don't do well, you are not in. So don't think that just because you're my goddaughter, you know, that you will get it, you know. I was like, okay, Alec, I will come. So he called me at 5. I was there at 4:30. I was outside the door, like, you know, I was just waiting. I'm like, oh God, I mean, you know, you get that nerve, right? That comes with excitement, you know. And so I did the reading, and then he said, okay, you did well, so the part is yours. I was like, thank God. Yeah.
Okay, so what sort of acting roles you'll be seeking in your future?
Well, I would prefer something which is basically that would challenge me as an actor. I would love something like that.
You love challenges.
Yes, I would love something like that, that makes me push my boundaries and like, you know, but yeah, apart from that, I would like to do other roles as well, like, you know, maybe action, you know, comedy. I love comedy as well. So as long as I think I could say that it has a good content for me, I would love to do something like that, yeah.
So let's take a short break. Jubu Sports Restaurant Lounge, HRSJ Complex, 2nd floor, Dharamnala Road, Difu, Karbi Anglong. The first and ever sports lounge in town. Tune you up with live music, Dare to Inject, Jam Pad, and pool game, where you can play with friends or play with legends, along with seafood items like octopus, lobster, prawns, squid, tuna fish, and many more are available only at Jubu Sports Restaurant Lounge. For reservation, contact 9957381813 or 8638462619 or 8812998125.
আপুনি বাৰু বিশুদ্ধ খোৱা পানীৰ অভাৱ অনুভৱ কৰিছে নেকি? এতিয়া আৰু চিন্তা নাই, কাৰণ বজাৰলৈ আহিল কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰ। বিজ্ঞানসন্মত উন্নত মানৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়াৰে প্ৰস্তুত কৰা কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰে আপোনাক দূষিত পানীৰ ভয়াৱহতাৰ পৰা আঁতৰত ৰাখিব।
কাঞ্চ ৱাটাৰ।
Welcome back after the break. You're still with me on Let's Talk, and we have Miss Cyndy Khojol with us. So, Cyndy, are you working on any current projects?
Right now, basically, I've just come to, as I said, like to visit my family. So I've just been busy with my mom and my sister.
It's family time.
Yeah, for the last 2-3 months. So once I go back, I have like something which is, I mean, lined up, kind of. So I'm gonna go there to have like the final meeting, basically. So yeah, hopefully if that happens, then you guys are gonna enjoy the next project. I really hope so.
I can't wait to see.
Fingers crossed now.
So what's your advice to the aspiring actors?
What I would say to the youngsters who want to get into this profession is that don't give up. The going is going to get really tough. There's a lot of competition, and you have to persevere and hone your craft. It's not just about saying like, oh, I want to be an actor. You know, it's about basically like, you know, even a singer has to keep practicing to perfect, you know, like the art, right?
Practice makes man perfect.
Yes, exactly. So as an actor, like, you know, if you really want to be a good actor, you have to keep practicing, you have to keep pushing yourself. And it's not about looks at all, right? The personality is what counts and how you come across. So work on that, and then you will do very, very well. Yeah.
So, as we all know, Mumbai is Sapno Ka Shahar. So every actor faces rejection. So how do you deal with rejections?
Well, how I see it is that like not everyone is going to suit like particular roles, right? Because when a writer writes a character, he thinks of like, you know, sometimes like they're as descriptive as like, you know, a character has to be like this height, this skin color, of this ethnicity, of this kind of accent. So basically they already have that, you know, so not everyone can fill in that kind of shoes, you know. So I mean, how you deal with it is like you go give your best at the audition, right, at the meeting, and if you don't get it, basically just dust yourself up, get back to another audition, just keep giving until you
keep going.
Yeah, just keep going, don't give up, because this is going to be a part of like how it is going to be for a very long time, you know, because a filmmaker like now when he thinks of a particular movie, even the A-listers, they're thinking, shall we hire this person to play this role? But they're already contemplating, no, he won't fit that part. He's getting too old, right? Or he's too young, you know. So every actor, no matter how big or small, basically will get rejected, like because of something.
because of something.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just keep going.
So tell us about the fun facts of yours that people are not aware of.
Okay, fun fact is that I love horror films.
Me too.
And really?
Yeah.
Well, before I go, we should actually have like maybe a movie time or something, right? Yeah. So people don't know is that I love playing pranks. Okay, and I love scaring people. So yeah, now you know.
Great.
Now you tell me your fun fact. Now that I told you.
Me too. It's the same with me also. I love horror movies. I love to prank people.
So we're very much alike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's been a great interview. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for joining me on Let's Talk. It's been a great interview and I wish you all the best for your upcoming
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me here. You have such a wonderful crew and all the best for your talk show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's it for today. I will see you soon. Till then, take care.